And hi guys, and welcome to Gadget Reviews and to this review of the third episode of Angels of Death, the Warhammer Plus CGI series that are the first one in their catalog. So just let me see if everything is working. You should be hearing me and all of those things. Checking the mic real quick. Yes, okay, it should be fine because I did change some sources, input, output. I hope that everything's fine. So, hi to everybody in the chat. All my Primarchs are here. Dear Clydon, Ivy, and Matty. Hi to you guys. Okay, thank you, Matty, for the feedback. So, let me get comfy. How is the first episode? So the first episodes, you can watch my reviews of those if you like here on the channel. The first episode was, uh, well, like in the middle. The second one was a lot better, and the third one is the best one yet. So the third one just rocks. So if you're a fan of, Warhammer, obviously, and if you like the angels, if you like them shooting stuff, if you like them massacring, in this case, gene seed stealers. Well, that's the perfect app for you. I can tell you that because it's just top notch action nonstop, and I think I mentioned this before, but basically this show is made like one continuous movie, so every episode is not for its own. It's actually one continuous movie. I'm pretty sure that when everything is said and done, we can watch like all the episodes as one movie because they continue directly where the last episode left off. So that's one thing that you should definitely know about the show, and that all the episodes are like 16 or 17 minutes. That's kind of, like a bummer, but I'm pretty sure that they did make it like a one long movie. So when you cut that in a few episodes, maybe this is exactly the duration that you're gonna get. We're going to see that when actually all the episodes are released. But this last episode, guys, is really full of action. There's a lot of Astartes talk. I mean, the interaction between all the angels is awesome. This is something that you can hear in all the audiobooks. So voice acting is superb, and I'm really transported into the action, and I'm really transported into what was happening the whole time that I was watching the show. So I am super happy with that. This is the first episode that really made me feel like I'm immersed in what exactly is happening, and like listening one of the audiobooks that I'm used to, which are pretty badass and awesome. So this was a great segment of this story, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's interesting because the plot thickens. Um, I am trying to talk without any whatsoever spoilers. But you can say, or at least I can say that whenever we ever saw Astartes in this case, the sons of Sanguinius, we never seen this because this is not only official, but we just never seen this. So such interaction for such a long time between any Astartes is really amazing. And then fighting with such a very elusive enemy like the Gene Stealers, they're just one of the most horrifying and just disgusting basically enemies that you can ever encounter in Warhammer or any fiction whatsoever. It is just fascinating to see. And also the Astartes this time, these sorry, I'm just thinking about so many things about the episodes. It was just it was just awesome. Okay, so it's just fascinating to see how the Astartes are also showing their other skills, like detective work, observing, observing what has happened, where, how, and getting some conclusions out of that. So finally, you only hear about the Astartes and how they think and how they actually process information, but here you can see it in action. So that is for me a historical episode because you get to see them in their amazing capabilities in this wonderful light, how they talk to each other, brother. Um, you see a brother fallen, and they're like, I mean, you see, they see, you know what I mean. I'm just so much in their heads right now, and I'm trying to talk about that. So when you're like in their shoes, so to speak, uh, I mean, the episode itself, how it's told, it feels like you're in their shoes. So it feels like you're one of them and you are there, you're observing the situation, you're seeing a brother fallen, and you're trying to figure out what happened, but plus that, you're also feel sympathy for that brother, and in the same time, you feel that they gave their life in an epic way, and then a particular camera shot gets revealed and you see how many enemies are destroyed by this particular Astarte. I'm not gonna say who, what kind, or whatever. I'm just saying that this was pretty impressive, guys. So it's extremely important, especially when you're dealing with incredibly powerful uh, soldiers in general, warriors, whatever, to showcase their strengths and just weaknesses. And for someone that has no clue what Warhammer is, they will not get Warhammer Plus in the first place, except they really really want to get into Warhammer in the official way, so to speak. I mean, if such a person exists, and it probably does exist, I think that seeing the Astartes in their light, I mean, in this kind of a way, which hints on their powers and actually shows them, not only hints, but shows their powers, shows how they work, how they think, how they process information, how they could process information also. You get this subtle, perfect idea and at the same time direct idea of how they actually operate. So that is awesome. I mean, not every show on whatever topic, dealing with whatever characters or universe can actually make you feel substantially connected to the characters and understanding with the best ways of showing something on screen, understanding those characters, what they actually are, how they work, why, all of those things. You just understand it by the way that they show it here, directly and indirectly. So that impressed me so much. So basically, guys, in this third episode, you see the blood angels interact with each other for the longest periods of time. Just this took the majority of the episode, which is amazing. I mean, I want the episode to focus on them. I don't want the episode to focus on whatever is happening elsewhere. I want that. I want to see them in action, speaking to each other, even speaking to each other, like I said, if you haven't got this already from my detailed explanation and praising of how this episode is connected, that is just wonderful to see, and it's fascinating on its own. So the more time we get with the guys, just the better. So I would totally give this episode, I think, 8 out of 10, just because I don't have a point of reference just yet. Only the first two episodes, obviously, but I don't think that they're what this series is going to be like in terms of the peak of the series. I think that this is only going to get better and better as the episodes progress and we see more of the story and of the hidden plan of the gene stealers, what they actually are doing, because it does seem that it's a bit more that it meets the eye. So I think that when all is said and done, this is going to be pretty awesome. And this, guys, of course, is setting the bar for any future CGI Warhammer shows. that are still going to be made by actually the fan creators like Siama Pedersen and well, all the others that they acquired. Exodite looks awesome, and a few more of the animators that are top notch are also there, as you know. So it really sets the precedent. Now, the one thing that I would say is a negative, which is mostly about the visuals, is that okay, the aesthetics look amazing. That's well, they look amazing. You know, that's like a given. They move okay. I mean, I don't feel when they hit someone and they make them splash everywhere. I don't really feel that because you know the sound design is not very good in my opinion. I've seen better sound design on anything else, basically on video games, other movies or anime shows, whatever it is. And that is extremely important because you do want to feel the impact when an Astartes just splits someone in two with one hit. When they shoot, you do need a better um, you know audio design. So that is something that it does feel like is lacking a lot and is very easily to notice. And the other thing is that the fact that it's red in black and white, it's a bit of a bummer because there's a lot of shots where you see what is supposed to be happening, what the gene stealers are doing, but they're black and white, and it just looks bad. I mean, it looks like um, you basically cannot differentiate what exactly is going on. You can to a point, but of course, it could be a lot better if this was in color. That's no brainer. So that's something that it detracts from the action a bit. It detracts from how you perceive it just visually. It detracts a bit from the immersion, I think. Then, of course, you know, the animation of the lips and the face is still very bad. It looks like basically all the faces are from artificial skin that are just you know put on the a real face, and then the person underneath that fake face is trying to talk and it just looks really ridiculous, especially of the mistress captain of the ship. Her case is like one of the worst because no, basically you see her the most, and the eyes are having this glass look to them, like too glassy, like so glassy that you notice them every time that they're on screen. Anybody with eyes, you just are like, wow, that's so glossy, like, you know, just like a glass. So that also is not like true to life. It's not that this is aiming to be photorealistic, but still, some things could be just, you know, not distracting, at least, not obviously bad looking, but this is like obviously bad looking basically. So that's pretty much it. I mean, the feeling of the planet itself because it's black and white and how everything blows how everything blows up when it's black and white, it's just like eh, you know. And then there's the Astartes, which are high contrast, literally, from all of that, and they bring very much a fresh air, a breath of fresh air to the scene, to the whole scene. But I do think that they could have stood up, stand out. I mean, they can't stand out anyway because they're the freaking Astartes. They're big, they're red, and they're awesome. But that is just their artistic choice of the show. I mean, I don't prefer it. I understand it because it does have this unique feel to it, but in the same time is not doing justice to what is actually going on screen. So what is better, like to do justice to what is going on screen and to present it in the best way possible when and if it's in color, or you can go into this artistic route and do it artistically for the sake of doing it artistically. I prefer the color any day. So that's just my opinion, you know. That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, 8 out of 10. Not IGN, me, Gary. yeah, so that's gonna be about the review, guys. I'm not sure how they're going to release the episodes. So far it's each week, but we haven't gotten Hammer and Bolter yet, so that's probably going to be next week. There's a first lore episode, which maybe I'm going to review, is about Abaddon the Despoiler. It's just very interesting to see. Like, actually, I did say that before Warhammer Plus was live, that because they're going to have lore videos, it's interesting how they're going to make them compared to what the fans did, which is superb in my opinion, especially 40k theories, of course, Luton, and I mean, there are so many right now, but yeah, Baltimore, Arch. But yeah, my favorites are Luton and 40k theories and Wolf Lord. They're totally my favorites when it comes to lore, how they explain it. And even though they're not like such a professional setting, I mean, Wolf Lord doesn't even show his face, 40k theories either, but the way that they deliver the information, especially 40k theories and Luton with the visual representation of the lore, I don't need to see him, I don't need to see his face, so that's not something that I would be like, oh yes, I need to, subscribe to Warhammer Plus because the lore videos there, they have a human talking to me. No, I just care about the information. Is it presented well? Do I understand it? uh, can they explain that well if I haven't read the books? If somebody has not gone through all the books so they can connect the lore about the particular character that spreads around certain books? I mean, that's very hard to do. You have to read all those books if you want to know about the particular character that is in all of those books. So it's super important for anyone that makes lore videos to take all of that and just put it in one video and connect all of those sources of information so you can get the full picture of that particular story or character. And the fans, to me, the colleagues, the YouTube colleagues of Warhammer, they did a perfect job because they helped me get through the lore a lot easier. And I mean, the books are necessary to get through as many books as possible, and I did, and I will keep doing that. But the lore, when you actually see it explained in a very good way, and when you get through the books, then you really understand how good they deliver the information. So super important. We'll see how that goes. I think that's pretty good addition to Warhammer Plus in general. They do have to have some kind of a official lore videos, I think, in general, once again, but that doesn't mean that you have to, subscribe to the service for that in particular. I mean, this is much more worth it, and the animations, and if you want to paint the figures, if you're into the hobby. But once again, you can get that on YouTube for free. So just have that in mind. So those are my quick thoughts, and I really wanted to mention the lore video because it's new, and I plan to watch it fully. I started to watch it. If there's interest from your side, guys, I can always comment on that, make a review. Oh, damn it, sorry, but we'll see. I just have to watch it first. Okay, so quick check in your comments. Cinema City is the correct analogy, dear Abby. Yes, that is exactly what I said. I think on the second review, I'm not sure, but yeah, you're right. Animated Sin City. You can say that, but it's CGI. So I mean, animated. Of course, it's animated, but Abaddon must die. Stick with YouTubers Dark. Yeah, about the particular, like I said, about the lore is not a definitive factor whether or not you're going to make your decision on that. So, guys, that's going to be my review on the third episode, Trail of Blood, and believe me, it is a trail of blood. And we'll basically see you next time with that, guys. As for now, I think I can get one more stream in. So see you in a bit, guys. I'm gonna try to get ready very fast. And for everybody that are new, let me know what you think. Well, everybody, let me know what you think. But for everybody that are new here, and if you like to support me, guys, it's much appreciated. You can check my OnlyFans where I do my meaningful sex educational content, fitness, health, nutrition, ASMR now, and personal requested videos, all of those things. And yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. See you very soon. Tomorrow is the Matrix. Have to do a reaction on that. PlayStation, also tomorrow showcase. I have to somehow cover that too. So we're going to be seeing each other tomorrow at the most. Kiss you, hug you guys. Till very soon. Bye bye.